Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something fundamental, proper waste sorting.
Right. And we're using a great source for this, excerpts from a story called The Great Recycling Race, set in an elementary school, believe it or not.
Yeah, Sproutville Elementary. So our mission here is to kind of dig into those excerpts and see what they tell us about why getting recycling right actually matters.
And maybe how thinking about it differently, like those kids did, can change how we view, our own trash.
Okay, so let's set the scene. It's Earth Week at Sproutville, and Principal Bloom launches this event, the Great Recycling Race.
Mm-hmm. And there's a prize, which always helps motivate kids, right?
Yeah.
The Golden Garbage Can Trophy.
You gotta love the name. It immediately makes it sound more fun than just sorting garbage.
Exactly. It turns what can feel like a bit of a chore into a competition, gets them engaged. It's a smart approach.
So we meet Team Green Machines. That's Max, Lila, and Theo. And Max, he's like really into it from the start.
Yeah, the story mentions him waving a banana peel around. That initial burst of enthusiasm is great.
It is. That I want to do the right thing feeling.
But, as we'll see, enthusiasm needs a little guidance, a bit of know-how to go with it.
Right. So the gym is transformed. It's a race course, basically, with bins set up.
Yeah, you've got plastic, paper, metal, compost, and just regular trash. And items are just scattered everywhere.
Looks like my kitchen sometimes. A jumble of stuff.
Huh. Pretty much. It's a good visual for the mixed waste we all deal with.
And the core rule they emphasize is speed and accuracy.
Yes, that's crucial. It's not just about chucking things quickly. It's about making the right call fast.
Okay, so the race gets going, and Max, he grabs a greasy pizza box and tosses it in the paper bin. Seems like paper.
Ah, the classic pizza box problem. It looks like paper or cardboard, but that grease is a contaminant.
Contaminant, how so?
Well, the oil and food residue, they interfere with the pulping process when they try to recycle the paper fibers. It can ruin a whole batch.
So pizza boxes, if they're greasy, they actually belong in the trash bin.
Generally, yes, unless your local composting takes them, but definitely not in standard paper recycling. It's a common mistake.
Okay, good to know. Then Lila, she does something right, puts an apple core in compost.
Straightforward, yeah. But separating out food scraps is a huge part of reducing landfill waste.
Yep.
So, simple but important.
And Theo has this moment right. He hesitates with a soda can and a yogurt cup.
Yes. That little pause is great. He's not just guessing. He's thinking, okay, what is this made of?
Soda can, metal, yogurt cup, plastic.
Exactly. Different materials, different bins, different recycling processes downstream. That pause shows he's getting it.
Then there's a twist. Lila spots a glass bottle, but there wasn't a main glass bin, right?
Right. It wasn't part of the main course, but they had a bonus glass bin off to the side.
Ah, so they grabbed that for extra points. It shows recycling isn't always just those 4 or 5 standard categories.
Definitely not. Glass is often collected separately, sometimes electronics, textiles. It really depends on your local system. Pays to check.
So who wins? Team Green Machines. They get the golden garbage can.
And the trophy itself is made from recycled bottle caps.
Oh, that's brilliant. A perfect little circular economy example right there.
It really is.
Yeah.
But the story says the bigger win was the change in the kids. They started seeing trash differently.
Not just something to get rid of, but something else.
Something with potential. A resource, maybe, if handled correctly. That shift in perspective is the real goal.
So wrapping up, the big takeaway from the Great Recycling Race seems to be that while it looks simple on the surface, proper sorting takes a bit of knowledge, attention to detail.
Yeah, getting it right matters, even when it's framed as a game. The story makes that point really well, I think.
It's quite fascinating how this simple narrative highlights something so, well, complex in reality. It makes you pause and think about your own habits, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You start questioning, am I sorting this correctly? Could this actually be recycled if I just did one extra step?
So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. Think about those kids at Sproutville. The difference they learned between clean paper and greasy cardboard, or metal versus plastic.
And remembering those other streams, like glass or maybe electronics, how do those little distinctions apply when you're standing over your bins?
What tiny changes in your sorting could actually help make a bigger difference? It's definitely some food for thought, or maybe compost for thought.
Nice one. Definitely something to consider.